Excellencies, civil society leaders, and friends, it was a great privilege to share the expertise and experience of civil society as part of the panel. At the Natural Resource Governance Institute, our mission echoes the clarion call from the panel. Justice requires change. Changing whose voice determines whether, where, and how to extract. Changing what purpose and under what terms mining occurs. Changing who benefits and the power imbalances and structural inequities that persist. And in just 4 months, we as a panel were able to initiate that much needed change in 3 important ways. First, the actionable recommendation to advance value addition, benefit sharing, and economic diversification responded to the question that we hear most often from Global South producers and echoed by the excellencies from the DRC and Zimbabwe. How will this mining boom be different for us? To enact this recommendation, we need resources for reform, as called for by Ms. Greenspan. The climate finance goal to be agreed here at COP29 must include concessional finance for Global South transition mineral producing countries to support viable value addition facilities, to address energy, infrastructure, and skilled labor bottlenecks and enable economic diversification, and to address all of the economic diversification that Dr. Burrell spoke of, and of course to ensure that the benefits of increased mineral circularity are shared equitably. Second, the panel recognized that corruption harms both people and the planet. Our research at NRGI shows that corruption undermines social and environmental protections, but also delays urgently needed transition mineral production, sometimes for years. The actionable recommendation on traceability can help by enabling regulators, investors, and end users to scrutinize human rights and environmental practices, conflict of interest risks, and economic fairness across the value chain. Now, we need leadership from member states and to transform these voluntary standards into binding action. The Colombian government has demonstrated such initiative in calling for an international agreement on traceability, and we encourage others to follow their lead. Lastly, the panel enshrined the centrality of human rights and multi-stakeholder participation to a new mining paradigm. As panel members, we benefited from the collective expertise, audacity, and relentless optimism of more than 300 civil society organizations. However, civil society around the world is under threat. The International Center for Not-for-Profit Law found that 87% of recent legal initiatives impacting civic space are restrictive. In my own country, the United States, ascendant powers have vilified and threatened the media. And here, in Azerbaijan, authorities have wrongly imprisoned advocates for fair and transparent governance of natural resources. And we call for their immediate and unconditional release. The work of our panel is a start, not an end, and we commit to bringing our knowledge and our networks to transform mining governance. To hold us all accountable, we welcome the Secretary General to report on implementation of the panel's guidance in 1 year's time at COP30. Let us now come together to demonstrate the will and the resources to put equity and justice at the center of climate action. Thank you.